likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. For 5 minutes of likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Luxurious Living Lounge. Sorry, so there's Luxurious Lounge. I'm Michael.
And I'm Mark. Hey guys, how you
And we're
doing?
live. I know it's been a
We
while.
are live.
Yeah, we're happy that you're here with us. We were gone for a
Yeah.
bit, so sorry. We're really excited to see you guys. We were gone for a bit on tour. We were going to festivals, and Mark's playing in California, and then we were here in Alberta. So we've been around a lot, been busy, but now we're here. We're back home. Yay! I'm back at
We are.
HQ, and Mark's raised here. So excited to have you. So Mark, how are you doing?
I'm good. And hi, everybody. I just want to let you know we just have had a great experience. We'll probably get to in a second. But yeah, I'm doing great. Actually, I'm just finished off work. I'm kind of relaxing for now. But it's been a very busy, productive summer. I know with Michael and Brent as well, too. We've been kind of been touring back and forth to a lot of different stuff, different festivals and also at different clubs. But just been great. Everything's been good so far. So, but before we begin and to get into the nitty and gritty of everything, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, and also, just share this link. It's really important. It's a way you give back energetically to us and to just the community. We want to make sure we build something that you would like to enjoy. So
you can also hit the notification button so you get notified every time we do content. So that's a good way of keeping in touch with us. Also, we're gonna go right into our show. First things first, Mark, did you have fun at Shambhala? How was that for you? How was that experience?
I did actually. Shambhala was a really great year this year. I feel like we got a chance to sit with a lot of different artists. A lot of the ones that I think that are foundational of house and in general, I say in general was a really great experience. Mike, what did you think about everything about Shambhala?
I thought it was one of the best times we had. I feel like in general, if I was a new person and just came to Shambhala, it was a really good festival this year. I think it's one of the best that happened for sure in a long time. We performed a lot this festival, so I think that meant a lot to us both. We play at the Riverside stage, which is an amazing stage. I think it has potential to be a very big stage as well. We also danced a couple times for our friend Shauna. So we got danced on the living room stage, and we also danced in the rabbit hole, which is really nice too. So really busy.
So shout out to Shauna for sure. We want to thank. Honestly, it's really great. I think but people don't realize that, especially with Shambhala, even though you are you may do your own thing, but it takes a community to actually really have a really great show. So we want to thank the living room stage in general, and the staff and people beyond that. Not just that, just all the workers at Shambhala. Like, you guys made it. I know we had some kind of crazy situations and moments where people will up a paywall talk about more about the crazier things that happened at Shambhala. But I can say that just shout out to the medic team, shout out to the people you don't really think about, consider the security and just people who run the runners. We really appreciate you so much.
And just the thing for you to think about when you're Shambhala, think about if there's an emergency situation there, how are you gonna get out? Do you know anybody in town? Do you know where to go? Do you know where the medic tent is? Do you know where the security tent is? Like, these are things you don't think about until the moment, until they actually happen. So just you kind of, if you're not familiar with yourself with those things, you probably should, just to make sure. And also have an emergency contact so he can get you or pick you up if something else happens. And that's really important to have too.
Sure.
If you guys didn't hear, the major story of the news was that there was a girl and they found her. I think she had some mental things going on. It was great. So they found her because I think everybody thought that something crazy happened to her, but she's actually okay. And I think she went through some stuff. So thank goodness because that was a big story. It was all the media all over the world. So
like if you guys didn't know, just in general, if you check out our posts and things of that nature, we try to post everything that happens, and that's something we definitely put out there because in general, like Michael was telling you guys, it's really important that even though if you forget you're at a festival, you're having fun, have a good time, it's really important to stay close to your family and friends, and also give them your contact information, tell them where you're going to be at a certain location, so just they know where you are. It's
And
really
times where you're going to be. So if you don't
times.
show up, they know where to find you, or they can look for you and start searching for you. Something happens, right? So that's really important. And also who you're with. That's good to know. That's to know who you're with as well. Yeah. So that was
We want to say
great.
we also want to say thank you to just to Amanda and everyone. Honestly,
Oh
Jim,
yeah.
thank you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Thank you guys for just like I
And
know
Jimmy. Yeah, thank you guys.
yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You want to thank you guys in general for like just being really on top of what happened. You guys really on top of it. So we really appreciate it very much.
That's so cool. So I guess for you, what was the best performance you saw, or best act you saw, DJ act you saw?
Okay, I have to say I think you might agree because we were together.
I was gonna say the same. Yeah. Tell
But
me.
it was definitely seeing Uncle Waffles dance.
It was
Like
so
Uncle
good.
Waffles, so if you guys don't
mean,
know, she's an African DJ. She came from far away. She actually the cool thing about her is she's not just a DJ. She's a dancer like us. She dances too. So the thing is, her performance is she'll sit in the back and she'll DJ a bit on a table. Then she'll come out with her dancers and then she performs. So Michael, what you think about the footwork? Tell me what you think about the dancers, Michael.
I mean, next level. I mean, when it comes to performance, I feel like everyone else. I think the music is very important to us too, but for us, it's the overall performance. Like you keep us engaged. Did you like do you make us want to dance with you? I feel like that's a big thing. I feel like are we in on the fun? I think that's always a big part of when you're DJing performing. And Uncle Waffles, she killed it. I feel like honestly, I would definitely go see her in a heartbeat. I feel like it was the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen. Like the dancers, the music, the everything was choreographed perfectly. I mean, I'm blown away by what I saw with that. Any other artists we saw that we liked? I think we saw Hamdi for a bit. Hamdi was good too.
Hamdi. Hamdi's really great. And there's a moment where actually Hamdi and it was a couple of the artists that came together. It was 4 artists, Tycho, Hamdi, Tyka came all together. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it was so good. It was like, I think there's a point where like we were all kind of sitting there just vibing and just kind of enjoying music and forgetting where we were. It was so good. So they were great. What was the other? It was a group that's under J. Cole's group. What are their names called? Earth Gang. They were actually really great too. They were really phenomenal. I was shocked to kind of hear them rap and kind of perform. It sounded really great at the Grove. So shout out to Grove as well. They had a really great stage. It was fun. Yeah.
And also shout out to all the people, entertainers beyond the DJs, like the dancers, performers, light crew, the VJs. It takes so many people to make this festival run, or a festival general run. We're so appreciative to everybody, not just just the DJ, right? Totally agree. So we go get into our story.
Let's get into it.
You go first.
Sure, I'll go first. So guys, keep in mind our editor is out. He's out sick and on at FS for both. So
on a sabbatical.
So we're gonna do what it do. Okay, so we'll do the first story. Let's see what I got here.
What do you got for us?
Okay, I got one. So I'll do a local story, actually, local to Edmonton, actually. And here we go. The EPS states that Edmonton's experienced grandparent scamming uptick. So apparently what's happening is Edmontonians are having increased issues where people are calling into their grandparents and actually pretending like they're the police officers and officials to scam them to get personal information, PII, and other additional information to take money from them. They said that we believe that for the most part, it's an embarrassment to people that have thought that they could retire because they see these investors and they get scammed from people who are calling in and said that they want to take their money. So, Mike, what do you think about these scams? Do you think AI has a big role to play in this, or how do you think the future of scamming will go? I'm just curious.
I mean, if you guys have been watching our content, we've had so many reports of scamming. We did so many articles, so many different takes on it, and it's crazy because there's one where people actually call in, pretend to be someone related to you, sound like them, and get you to open the door. There's times people like try to get you to go somewhere. There's scams where people are trying to send money in the mail, all this weird thing. So I think it's going to get way worse. I feel like there's a special place in hell where people do this. I feel like it's really annoying. Those people are older and don't know how to use electronics that well. I feel like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing all that? It's just too much. I feel like
but how can you be so cruel?
Kids and grandparents. That's like the worst thing you could do.
Okay, I have an idea for the segment. Let's pretend like you're the grandpa and I'll be the scammer. Okay, I'll call you. No, you're Mike. You be the old Michael, and I'll be the old town and I'll be scared. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, hello.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Who's this? Who's this?
You know who this is. I know you. Don't you live in Hazeldean? I know who exactly who you are.
I don't know how you get my real address online, but I don't know what's happening.
Remember we went to the market. I'm telling you all. Aren't you near White Avenue? Aren't you at?
Wait, aren't you in you're in San Francisco? Where you not San Mateo? What's this? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at again, bro? Where you
San Bruno.
San Bruno. And where you live? Wait, in that white garage, that white big old garage.
No.
It got too real. Get over. These scammers do. They just take all your damn business.
Hey girl, you know Mark. Yeah, I know Mark. Wait, who are you again? No, but honestly, it's I just say honestly, like even if you don't ask my opinion about, but I'm gonna give it here because this is our show. So, but I can definitely tell you that it's been getting more increasingly bad here too as well. Text messages, I've gotten too many texts and calls. People are like asking for stuff. It's like I think anytime you put anytime you put your resume out there, anytime you put anything public out there, people, that's where they get your information from. So be cautious when you put information out, because people will call you and text you. And always remember, you always text stop if it's a robo mess. You always just stop to stop it, or you can actually now with iPhones you just block it completely.
And also watch out when you go to credit card stores or so you go to stores or go to like regular department stores and things like that nature. When you sign forms to join their club or join whatever, do discounts, make sure you read the fine print, because some of those things will actually give your information to something else. Most times that's what folks get caught. That they'll go check I want to save $10 on this dress, or save 50% off this luggage, whatever. You sign up for the newsletter or whatever, sign up for whatever it is, the card or whatever, not knowing that you're actually signing up for them to take your information and give it away. And that's how they get your phone number and call you and stuff too. So be really mindful about where you give your information out to. Yeah,
I agree.
So I think I'm next, bro. I'm next. Yeah, that was very funny, but how it turns left very easily. You got your information. So we're going to go to our next story, which is going to be the heat dome that's destroying the USA. Allegedly.
Oh God, yes, it's so hot.
So if you didn't know, right now there's a huge heat dome right now. It's affecting over right now it shows it kind of Midwest, kind of to east, but it's actually going towards the west, toward where you are, Mark. So the temperatures are going to go up to highest 126 degrees Fahrenheit, which means nothing to Canadians, but it really gets really hot. So it's really extremely hot. So what you gotta worry about is make sure you guys have enough water. Make sure that you if you stay indoors, don't be on the sun for too long, because you don't hurt yourself too bad. Also, make sure that you have some sort of air conditioning system to keep yourself cool, and also make sure that you just make sure you take right precautions, that you're not protecting yourself, and you have just also shade from the sun, like an umbrella or something, or a sunscreen or something. Not saying you get natural sunscreen, these are better for you, but just make sure you're not in the sun. Mark, what do you think about this this crazy heat wave that's going to affect the U.S.?
Well, it's fake, right? It's all fake. All everything we've been told about global warming, it's not real. We took people jobs away from people who actually worked in the eco environments for government. So I mean, from what our president says, it's all fake, right? So we're just dealing with what we know, just a standard summer. So, I mean,
warming doesn't exist.
It's hot as hell.
But it's because it's supposed to be rising up to come to Canada. I heard it's going to go kind of allegedly parts of Calgary, but kind of barely miss Edmonton. So because we're in the Great White North, Mark loves it. But yeah, the Great White North. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice and
What you mean about that? Wait, what you mean by that?
I don't know.
But all I say is the heat is giving more dome than Lee in a baseball cap, in a fitted baseball cap.
Than Lee.
Now, and take it any way you want to.
Exactly. He's which really sucks. We can't really go in like we want to. There's so many things, so many stories he could tell us, but now we're obligated not to say anything because he's not here. So we'll wait next time. Yeah. He will expose.
I guess next time.
He will expose it all next time. Next time.
That'd be the next title. Lee exposes it all.
Exposes
it all.
Okay, Mark, it's your go.
Okay, my go. Okay. So the next story I got. Let's see here.
What you
Let's
got
do a
for
good
us?
one.
What you
Okay,
got for
so let's go into the. I'll do a quick little review. So if you guys didn't know, one of my favorite artists of all time, Tyla, has came out with a new album called
Yes,
Ava.
he was great.
Yes, and it's hitting like wildfire. People are really having mixed reviews about it. I mean, most people are saying that it's really great, but it feels like it's catering to too many masters, and that it's pretty much
Uh,
it's trying to give a bit more. It's trying to be more diverse, but in its diversity, it's losing its general kind of concentration of African sound. Now, what I can tell you is that I actually do love it. I'd say like me and my friends were talking about it earlier. Shout out to my friend Mystique. If you don't know, he's on my Instagram. We talk about it all the time. He's one of my really good friends who I see him. He comes to clubs every once in a while with me at Midnight Sun. But we were talking about it and how, in general, the album is really great. It needs a second listen for sure. My favorites are Mr. Nonchalant. I like Chanel, of course. And some of the songs already came out. Of course, like she did it again with Sarah Larson. I mean, I think that those songs are pretty amazing on the album. Also, I really, really love Hot Tub. It's my favorite one too of all time. I like to put it on my Instagram as well. Other ones like I think Double Blind, Kiss is okay. That Girl is pretty good. So I would say I would give it a good solid like B or like maybe a C plus, or maybe I would say maybe if I had to really kind of on a general basis because a lot of songs are already come out already. Those songs I feel like are A pluses, but the ones on our album, I feel like some of them kind of lean into Fillerville, but I think they do have a bit more soul to them. So that's my opinion on that album. Yeah,
so I have a question for you, Mark.
sure.
Did she do it
What do you think
again?
about that?
Did she do it again?
I think she partly did it again. I think to me
Yeah,
this is
I
great
got
where she could, but I can say this though. Now, would I go to a concert for hers? I would go. Honestly, and she's actually coming in November here, so
Are
I
you
actually
going?
might
Are you
go
going?
this year. I might go. Actually, I am going to go see my other favorite group. Sorry,
Kumo
favorite
D.
girl.
Kumo D.
No, really. My girl, just listen to what Mae West, the role
I do like
Mae
that.
Weezy.
Yeah. That's right.
No, but I do actually. I would say I would actually go see her. I would go see her in concert. I think that, like I said, I'd have to hear her album a couple more times. But I think for me, I feel like she did a good, solid effort. And I think your sophomore album is always the hardest album to kind of come out after. Didn't her world hit Water? It blew up all the way up. It blew all the way up. So this one you can't. I think you can't really repeat.
Yeah.
You could try, but I don't think you ever repeat the
I mean,
same.
they be
energy.
Beyonce or Rihanna or something like that.
Yeah.
I love her. She's not
I
there.
agree. Yeah,
Okay,
not there yet. Not yet.
All right, so our next story. Hey, how about this new trend going on TikTok? It's called First to React Loses.
Yeah, of course.
So you heard this already. So basically, what we were doing is they basically it's so ridiculous. They basically what they do is that they will take something important of somebody's and they'll destroy it, and depending on how the person whoever reacts first is the person who loses. I'm gonna find the article for you right now. As you can find it.
While Michael's looking for that article, have you signed up yet? Have you liked, comment, subscribed yet lately? Have you?
You need to. We'll give you a second right now. We'll give you a second right now. Do it right now. Do it. We'll wait.
Wait.
We'll wait. Let me go to this. Hold on. That did. Give you as much time as you need to do what you need to do. Okay, here we go. So here's the reaction to let me play this for you, bro. Let's play it, shall
Oh, no! Are you gonna pay for that shit? Dude, what the
Make a palette.
That's hilarious. PS5.
PS5. Okay, we'll
That is
stop there with that. So what do you think about that?
I think it's hilarious. To me, and shout out to Lily T. Love her.
Lily T. You love Lily T, by the way. Yes.
No, I think it's funny to me because like I understand like you're trying to get a reaction, but I think to me like I feel like to me there's not a lot of things that will make me upset that you destroy, but I think a computer would probably.
PS5, I get upset.
That's different. It's not even about. It's not even about the. I guess for me there are pictures and stuff on it that I would want to keep, but I don't know. I think that would be kind of a little too far.
We
What do you
like,
think,
but
bro? How would you feel about that?
like purses. They'd be like, they're a whole bunch of things that people would destroy to do it. But this like a little mini, look at how crazy we got with it. I think it's funny when you see like someone's favorite T-shirt, someone's whatever, like something like that. When you go beyond that, it's like cars and like weird stuff. Then I think it's too far. It's too far. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. So what would you think if what would you destroy Brent that would make him upset? You think would make him upset?
Ooh, his scissors, probably scissors.
Scissors?
Yeah, because his hair. Like I said,
I mean his shears. You mean for
yeah, shears, like for hair.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
How about you? If you had a significant other, I mean, would you? Mine. How would you destroy? What amount would you destroy?
As a brother?
Yeah, brother.
That's important to you. Probably, let me think. Something that's important to you. Oh, I'll probably destroy your. I know your the tournament you won, the trophy you won of the horse, the man on the horse.
Oh yeah,
the trophy. I think you'd be devastated.
Of yours, you know, I destroy yours. Wait, I think is it your Chanel tailcoat you have? Some yeah, I think Chanel.
I do.
You see,
I do.
I'm not going to store that you had.
I'll get that.
If it's that or what else I would destroy this beef last I would let me see. I destroy your bronze medal from China. I would burn your bronze medal.
You my silver medal from China.
Silver medal from China. I would destroy.
Yeah, that I'd be upset about too. I can never replace it.
See, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Sure, good job. So, okay, so let's do my story. So my next story is going to be, so it's very interesting. Let's talk about this. I don't know if since we were talking music before this. Did you hear about Saint Satine, about how Saint Satine actually lost a member of their group? So if you don't know what Saint Satine is, they're actually the sister group of Cat's Eye. And basically Vibe Geffen tried to create a group where they actually would have a kind of a sister group that's kind of a bit more poppier sounding than, or I don't know how you do that, but Vibe Geffen actually said they want these. Yeah, they want another group. So what happened was these girls also came from Jimmy Academy. Some of them came from Jimmy Academy as well. The middle girl here, Lexi, is the one who actually left the group. She basically said that they changed direction. Well, she didn't say, but she alluded to that they changed direction of the group where there were three of them. Then they actually had a really cool kind of more mature sound until they actually added they did another kind of contest to get another girl in the group. The girl they picked was actually 15 years old, and she lives in Japan. So they had a group that she won a contest. Out of all who they picked, she's the youngest. They had 18-year-olds. They picked the youngest girl, and then they got into more teeny pop kind of sound. So she decided I think she decided for that point she wanted to exit. Mike, what do you think about this, about Saint Satine? And also, what do you think about Vibe Geffen? What do you think about their track record right now?
You know, I think Manal, I think like some other girls together, like the girls from the two girls, like what was the other girl from
Normani
and who else? All these together. Leanne. They should name themselves because Pepsi, Coke, and Fanta, and it's gonna be straight pop. Call them straight pop.
That'd be cool.
They get sponsored from all three and like pop. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be cool. Is that too crazy?
That's cool, but what do you think about this particular situation as far as with IGF and with Saint Satine? And do you think they haven't debuted yet? They're about to debut. Do you think this will throw a wrench in their debut?
I think Cat's Eye kind of really is. No one still knows what's going on with Manon or not. If she's still in or not. So that's I think people are going to be apprehensive in general with anything coming out of that place. They figure out what's going on with that group first. That's the group. So. No one's going to give. If we're honest, I think no one's going to care until that is resolved, and they'll see if that's longevity in a group. Then we'll see if the next group will be okay. That's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think that the cloud definitely does overshadow that whole entire company. I think it's. I've heard many people say that a lot about Manon, about how she was lazy and this. And I'm about to be like, I don't think that's the point. I think she's just from another country, so they have different law and work ethics. So I can see how people could think that. But I
Mhm.
also feel that also, with Saint Satine, I think it sucks because they haven't even started yet, and they already kind of have people drop out. And she actually dropped out twice. She was actually part of the first.
Oh,
She almost got into Cat's Eye. What happened was
yeah,
because you remember the whole entire Dream Academy story where she's actually
yeah.
part of the cast of the
Oh,
the
the
kind of
TV
the
show. TV show.
yeah, she's part of the group. And part of all the girls that were auditioning. What happened was they didn't tell her that it was a show. They didn't even know it was a show at all, period. So then she found out it was a reality TV show. And then she said, you know what, I don't want to do this. It's not what I signed up for. She dropped out. And then they picked her again because her voice, people liked her so much. And she's so pretty. They picked her for another group. And then she joined the group. And then they switched it again. Again. She decided she didn't want to do it. So to me, I feel like that they need to be more clear in what they want. And they also need to be more direct. I think also they need to consider the long-term effects of what they're doing to these ladies that are actually part of the group. Because to me, people want longevity. I think they're not understanding. Yes, girl pop groups are cool, and they're kind of like for a good kind of, you want to go to like a to a drive-in to get food. Great, okay, but what are people who actually want to sit down and dine and really enjoy and come back to the same place? You're not going to want to do that if the food's horrible.
Well,
That's the other part of it. The music's horrible. So yeah.
I'll say our favorite quote we always use is "Get together, forget it forever." That's our quote. So use what you need to. Get together, or forget it forever.
So Mike, what do you think about Cat's Eye's current music?
I don't think it's that bad.
Do you think about it? Do you think about it?
Do you? Yeah, it's a nightmare. I mean, it's a dream. It's a nightmare. Some dreams are nightmares, right? So
it's like my brother always says. It's like you're ladling diarrhea.
Diarrhea in my ear.
It is.
It's like that. Hey,
okay.
Right. So let's talk about this new trend that's going on. So Mark, have you heard the peptide trend? How crazy is that's been going?
Yes, I heard yes, people talk about peptides.
Do you know what peptides are exactly?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
So I'm gonna teach you what peptides are. Because a lot of people don't know. But so if you know what peptides are, they're basically short chains of amino acids. They act simply as versions of protein. You might ask yourself, how does it affect humans? So it's really popular now because it's in drugs that are really popular nowadays. And there's three types of drugs that affects. One is when it comes to your blood sugar, GLP-1s, which is like diabetes and pre-diabetic people, skincare, any topical serums, collagen productions, anything with those things also. And also in dietary, like kind of like to replace proteins and fish and meat and all those things. So, and beans and legumes, obviously, or lentils. It helps you with all those things. So basically, the reason why it's so popular right now is because as when it comes to people who are overweight, it helps you lose weight. People who have bad skin helps your skin. People who are bodybuilders, they take GHSs, which is growth hormone secretagons. It's hard to pronounce. Basically, GHSs, which basically they do is they help you with muscle, right? So so it helps you in so many different ways. And the reason why it's such a big topic right now is because the FDA allegedly doesn't have a real stance on it one way or the other. So it's like everyone's pushing all their products out right now because it's considered like a great area. Certain illegal drugs is like they're illegal. We know they're legal. There's like certain drugs that are party drugs that are super illegal. There's the drugs that are like that are really bad, and then there's drugs that are like kind of in the midway because they're so new, no one knows. So these are considered gray area drugs. So that's why they're so popular right now. So many companies are pushing are paying big they're paying the government, people in the government paying people to push their products to get it to mass production because it's over billions of dollars of revenue, or sorry, billions of dollars of money when it comes to that. So Mark, what do you think about peptides?
Well, I think there's, like you said, there's not enough research to really determine specifically what it can do long-term effect-wise. But I think they could be it could be a great idea, a great way of actually helping people to have better skin or work out more, or actually maybe healthier. But again, I think we should first do more research before we put everything out there. I think that's the point you were getting.
Did you know Western News? Did you know it had 3 different categories of peptides, and that all these things fit? Did you know that?
Say that one more time.
Did you know that there's three types? There's like several types of peptides that people use to affect different parts of their
Yes.
body. Like you knew about
No,
that.
I didn't know that. I knew the
Yeah.
peptides. I know specific ones.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a huge. I put on that. That's why, because I found out. I mean, I kind of sort of knew, but I found, wait a minute. All your natural secretion of your body, it creates peptides. So your serotonin, all these things. Those are all peptides. You didn't know. So you affect so many different parts of your body. But I didn't know there's so many different avenues that affect it, and that because it's such a wide avenue and such an open industry, people are taking advantage of it as much as they can before for regulations are put in place. So yeah, do you think there are good things or bad things, Mark?
I mean, I think it could potentially be good things. I mean, but we never. Again, I don't want to say too much before that the research comes out about them directly. But I mean, I think there could be great things. I think there's a lot. Think about how things were before. How people said negative things about, I don't know, like pasteurizing your milk or something like that. There's always different type of science that comes out. We don't know till later on if it's of it. That'd be something beneficial to us.
And then information come out with GLP-1s, like with sulfur burps and and like sunken in skin. There's so many different things. So my recommendation to everybody is make sure you do your own research. Also talk with your doctor and make sure that see how it will affect you, because again, if you're pre-diabetic or whatever's going on with you, they could be really helpful for you. But if it's other things that are like you're just fine, you're just trying to lose weight for the sake of losing weight, then maybe you should really sit down and talk and make sure it's safe for you, because it might not be that safe for you. Or you're trying to work out, say they're working out, same thing.
Like Mike said, we're not doctors here. We don't know. We don't pretend to know everything. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, always go to your licensed professional. It's the most important thing.
Yay.
Okay, so I'll go to my next story. Let's see. Okay. So let's go straight into let's get right into it. You know what? So we joked about this at Shambhala, but it's a serious matter. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
My screen actually is frozen. Let me go to it. I think it froze.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I see. Okay, yeah. So here we go. There's a massive cycloporiasis outbreak. Yeah. Linked to shredded iceberg lettuce that's expanded against additional six states, according to the source familiar with this matter. The outbreak caused by a microscopic parasite found in human feces. They said is actually causing people to be hospitalized and caused 2 deaths in early May. So basically, my friends and I call it diarrhea lettuce, but in general, it's been leaked to lettuce and to greeny leafy vegetables, mostly just lettuce and some celery. But yeah, it's reported 1,095 cases as of Sunday, which doubled in the last couple of weeks. So they've linked this to Taco Bell and which was just supplied by Taylor Farms. So a lot of people say they went to Taco Bell, they got eating, they're getting sick. Ironically, it's funny because most people I've talked to, my friends, and there's no, I'm not a huge, I used to eat Taco Bell when I used to eat meat, but every time I ate a Taco Bell, I would get sick. But anyway, I said that basically these have been recalled. All the lettuce have been recalled, and they say be careful right now because the FDA still hasn't identified the sources that are beyond Taylor Farms that are causing this. Mike, what do you think about this epidemic? And
I think it's funny that Taco Bell. That's why Taco Bell's linked to this, because I feel like in the U.S., everybody fun Taco Bell, allegedly about it causing you to go to the bathroom a lot. And to me, like this summer, the only thing only gonna be backing it up and dropping it's only on the dance floor, not on the toilet. So I don't be dealing with that. So I'll be staying clear of fast food, lettuce and tomatoes and that stuff. So I mean, I guess it means I'll eat carbs or something. No, no, but it's not safe. But seriously, it's not safe. So you asked, I mean, I was U.S. If y'all was y'all, I wouldn't be eating I wouldn't eat anything lettuce or anything. I mean, eat the bad stuff for now. Eat the bad stuff. Eat the processed stuff. That's like the lettuce. You don't be on the toilet. And I heard it causes cyclospora can cause it can give you IBS forever and give you diarrhea forever. So allegedly, so be really mindful. You don't be living with that for the rest of your life. It's like
say hold pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us.
Exactly.
But does it really?
Yeah. Upset your stomach. Upset your stomach.
You'll be a dysentery.
Yeah. Just be careful. Just pure water. Lose all that water weight for the summer. gonna do it.
But I noticed. But honestly, I feel like every summer there's something. There's always something. Some sort of either it's meat recall or it's a sort of vegetable recall, egg, something.
At this point, you're gonna be safer eating styrofoam. You eat styrofoam. I mean, don't do that for real, but I mean, it's safer. It's safer. Or packing peanuts. Is that safer? Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's toxic.
So we'll go fast these last few stories because we're doing a lot of time. So we're gonna go to the next one, which is did you hear about the hacking that happened with Bitcoin?
No.
So basically, okay. So what we know is going on with so basically what happened was, you know, a company called Cold Card that was hacked. It was what was stolen was $100 million worth of Bitcoin in USD, United States dollars. So yeah. We know there's a bug in the software which allowed hackers to reconstruct the wallet seed phrase. If you guys don't know what a seed phrase is, it's basically a sequence of words, random words, meant to be difficult or impossible to guess, which acts as the master key to your Bitcoin wallet. So there was a bug in that, and I guess whoever the hackers did, they exploited that bug to figure out what those words were. And so over $100 million worth of Bitcoin. I mean, that is crazy.
That's a lot. That's a lot going.
What do you think about this story, bro?
I mean, I think, you know, we do our best to try to keep things secure, but things like this happen in general. And I would say, like, I mean, there's not much more you can really do as far as a person who actually has Bitcoin. You didn't cause a bug to happen. They didn't cause it. So I think just to be cautious as much as you can with it. Hopefully they'll catch the criminals, but I mean, there's not much more you can do if someone's hacked in and taken the information already. It's probably already, you know, they'll probably find them eventually, but it'll take a while. If you guys don't know, I have a degree in cybersecurity, so they probably will find the person. There's always traces. You can always find, you know, you can always kind of trail it back to them. So they'll probably find them eventually, but I would say just be cautious online with your passcodes and your account information. That's the most important thing. It's all you can do.
You know, my stretch will be like take Janet Jackson's Strawberry Bounce album, I can't remember what album's called, the Strawberry Bounce album, and take those little words. Jimmy Joe album, and like booty dunk. Use all these words, booty dunk, strawberry, all these words that's so random that no one can make your own. Make your own words. Make your own words. Hilarious. What do you think about seed phrases? Do you have that?
I think they're important. They're just a cryptic keys. Same thing where they basically it's cryptic where it's encrypted where you can actually basically take the words and if you have the right key, it'll unlock whatever you have.
Let me ask you what two words that you put in yours as a seed code for yourself? 2 words you use.
What 2 words? Caramel Tiger.
Write that down. Everybody write that down. Okay. Okay. Mark, you can't. Mark, do we talk about scamming? We talk about scamming already. How you fall for that?
No, but actually, none of my passwords have that on in it. So
I know
it's hilarious. It's okay. Sure, we'll make this quick. So the next story I have, let's see. Okay, so it's my last story of the night too. Is for me is if you didn't realize this, the real reason behind Miguel Sapochnik, House of the Dragons exit. But if you guys didn't know, Miguel, was actually one of the bigger forerunners of House of the Dragon. He actually decided to step down as his role of co-showrunner of Game of Thrones because his wife actually was part of the show. She was one of the actresses that was one of the lady in waiting for Alicent Hightower. She played a lady named Tyla. And basically, the funny thing is she's an actress, but she also wanted to get some writing credit, or she wanted to be part of the production she wanted a small part of production. And because he's one of the showrunners, he thought he had pulled to get her into that. Unfortunately, they didn't want her to do that. So then unfortunately he walked away from everything, which is kind of sad because you think about it, he actually was the one who actually created the whole entire creation for the Red Wedding. And actually he helped them to win that Emmy for that particular part of the show. But people are saying now that it's kind of going to the newer series now, season 3 is saying it's kind of going downhill because there's no cohesiveness anymore of the stories. Mike, what do you think about this? We think about George R.R. Martin and about this particular situation with HBO and
Well,
House of
I think
Dragon.
in general, it's very important that nepotism that doesn't have a stronghold in certain media. I feel like there are probably so many other writers, so many other people who actually want. I mean, but I mean, there should be some sort of like a leg up or like if she does one episode, like or part of half of an episode, that's fine. But I feel like, but should you be like completely doing the whole entire show? Absolutely not. I feel like that's nepotism for sure. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's because I'm related to somebody or because I'm married to somebody to give me clout enough that it's like saying if I'm married to a doctor, I should be able to work to attend on patients. That doesn't make sense, right? I feel like doesn't mean anything. Like, but I do say there is something that makes it being around someone who's in that in that field that does roll off on people too. So I feel like you should get opportunity, but small opportunities, and and it should also be limited on if there's other people in waiting who want to do it, who are better qualified, they should do it first. I think that's my take.
No, I actually agree. Yeah, I think to me, I don't know her level of competency when it comes to show writing, so I don't know or whatever part she wanted to play as far as in that and getting a credit. So to me, I don't know how like I said, how that would fit. Again, if she has a degree in that and she's happens to be an actress, then that'd be interesting. That'd be something interesting to kind of, because then you get an introspective look. Yeah. So it could be something different and new to bring to the show. However, I think you're right. I think when it comes to favoritism and nepotism, you have to be careful, because a lot of times people will actually try to jump into, they see their husband, just, oh, I want to do it too, I want to have it too, and all of a sudden, like, you wreak havoc and you actually end up really destroying something that makes it really bad for everyone. So I think to me, I think we should keep it to professionals. However, if it's something where you are good at it and you want a small, maybe you do like one segment of one episode, why not? That's okay. But like to do get a whole, I don't know. To me, that's a bit too much. So I would kind of find the balance in that, I think.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so I'll go my last.
Speaking of which, before we go any further, what do you think about House of Dragon so far, Michael? What do you think about that?
I'm actually quite far ahead of you, but it's really good. Yeah. I got that 3 things. I feel like it's a big balancing act for sure. You'll see a lot of ups and downs. You'll see as this goes, a lot of ups and downs. I feel like it's being told, and I feel like it's being told cohesively in the right way. I think the only thing I would say is I feel like they are trying to branching out too far other characters and each kind of like really remind us who these characters are. So characters are like okay, I remember seeing you in episode season 1. Can you remind me of or whatever? I'm trying to figure out where I saw them for. So, and I think again, actors get older and they change their looks. They get on that can be a factor too. But also, I think storytellers need to at least go back and give some quick. Even in the beginning, go to the beginning when you first do the opening credits and scenes where you kind of show us like what happened previous episodes.
History.
Throw in the how the new character you're gonna go touch on in the series. I always remember who the person is. Like most series will go back, but when they know that they're introducing a new part to an old character, they will go in part in the recap. So you know, oh yeah, this was who person, because I think that would help a lot with people not doing who people are and stuff.
No, I agree. They should have a recap session, or even if they don't want to do it for like for the main series, even like an after show, a little clip before, so you can kind of know, get more information about it. That'd be great.
I mean, how much money could you make? They can make off like you do a separate separate episode. You do a recap, or like we're talking this. We're talking this person. Do you remember this character? This is where they come from. This is what they're about. This remember we left them off this character. This is who they were, and then you see them in the next episode. That will help us.
I think that's a really good idea. But I think also, to me, like I will say that people have been saying, which I kind of agree with them, that they're kind of deviating from the books a lot when it comes to as far as Alicent and Rhaenyra, where I think they say Rhaenyra was more she's more kind of more rash, and what she's in the book, she's more directed, very kind of she's not obtuse. Like, in this one, she's kind of conflicted. Spoiler alert, everybody! Spoiler alert. Before you get any further, spoiler alert. Because we may talk about. We won't try to go into too much detail with it. But I can say this. Yeah, I feel like she feels very like conflicted because she wants to keep peace. But I think in the book, they say she's very much more. No, she deserves it. She's going for the throne, and she doesn't care how she gets there. She'll go get the throne. And also say Alicent's more. She's more ambitious. Where in this one, Alicent, she's kind of more docile, more kind of like
cautious. We're cautious.
She's more cautious, and that's not how she That's so I think they kind of fell into women tropes. They said, but again, I'm not a woman, but I can say that women are saying that they kind of fall into tropes where women are more compassionate, more loving, and then I
like men like women do. More like men like women do.
Yeah. Michael does women. Two other men.
He's the
now clip that. Make that a sound clip.
He likes it. Clicks.
You clip your legs. Or it's magic.
No.
Oh,
magic.
Rainbow.
Spread for rainbow. All right. Anyway, my last story. So we don't have our expert here, our drone expert here. So Lee would love
our eye in the sky.
Yeah, eye somewhere in the bed. Ooh, not on the ground. Eyes on the and not along with his pants.
Not boots on the ground. Not boots on the ground.
Eyes pants on the ground.
Boots in the air.
Boots in the okay. Anyway, basically, if you didn't know, so the new things that are happening right now. So basically, if you didn't know, they're coming out with new companies coming out with drone technology, which will have drones go around your house and kill mosquitoes and other bugs. What do you think about this, Mark? What do you think about this type of technology?
Please do it yesterday. Do it yesterday. Please. Shambhala, they jacked us up. They got us so good. They got me so good. I mean, I would say, like, honestly, if there's a drone that can kill, honestly, I understand mosquitoes are needed for the environment, for ecosystems, for other animals to eat them, and I understand. But honestly, can we just get rid of them? Please?
But I think for the technology, they're gonna put like a those fly swatters or those electric killer things on top of the drones that flies around and zaps them all. Really cool. But my question is, it seems cool in theory, but my question is, so what happens if someone hacks it and makes it to unlock other things?
So go to people.
Yeah, exactly. That's scary.
Can you imagine?
I mean, that's the whole new horror genre. Thank you, the horror community. Get on that, and I want credit for it. We want credit.
Exactly.
We
do exactly.
Because that'd be scary as heck. A drone.
No. What was the girl's? What's that girl's name? The one that was a robot that killed people.
Oh,
it's getting that very much. It's getting that much.
What's her name? What's her name?
Doesn't matter. But it's getting
the dance. The
dance. Yes.
Yeah.
It's in it.
Leave down the comments. I forgot our name. Leave down the comments. Also, what's your favorite horror genre? If you're here, we love horror. Are you watching something that we don't know about? We would love to know so we can watch it ourselves. So again, you guys feel free to comment. Subscribe, share the content. It's the most freest way you can indirectly get back to us, and we appreciate it so much. Is Mark, anything else you want to say to the viewers at home?
I want to say we see you guys' views. Thank you so much for watching us. It means so much. But we want you to actually interact with us. So please just interact. We want to make sure we actually reach out to you, and we just want to say thank you very much.
So thank you guys so much. We want to wish you guys a really good evening. We will see you next time, and we hope you enjoy the Jury Slam. So I want to take us out. Sorry, we're live, so I either do this on my own. But I hope you guys have a good night.
At least we're like Shaka Khan. We're not far from the mic.
It's true.
To the fire.
Bye.